Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video with Tank for today. And today we're doing well, boys and girls. I'm glad that you asked because today we're on World of Tanks console, and what we're playing, well, we're playing the FB4005 Stage 2, the Ship Barn, aka Ship Barn. But which version is this, the tank of the Ship Barn? Well, that's a good question. This is actually the Cold War version. I mean, does it really matter which version you're really wanting to talk about? I mean, they're both the same tank. It's just one's Cold War, one's World War II, Tier 10. While the Cold War one is a Era 1 tech tree tank, just like the World War II Tier 10, which both gets the same characteristics of the gun, the same amount of alpha, the same amount of pen, same amount, just basically everything. I mean, there might be a few differences. I think the reload is a little bit more quicker on the Cold War version, but I could be wrong. Please correct me in the comments down below if I am wrong about that. But they're both basically the same tank. They both have crappy armor on the turret, and the hull armor, it's alright. I mean, I believe it's Saturnian's hull, so it's not going to win the prizes. So this tank's armor is not really its strong point, or its most unique thing about this vehicle. But definitely, I do like this vehicle in Cold War. Though, does it really? Did they really added this tank to Cold War? I really don't know. I mean, we already have the tank as a Tier 10 tech tree vehicle for the British tech tree, but in Cold War, it does nearly 1,000 damage in Era 1. I mean, there's nothing else that does 1,000 damage at Era 1. I mean, there's one thing that it gets close, which is the Object 268, 66, which is another Era 1, or at the end of Era 1, tank destroyers, which does 850 alpha damage, which is a pretty strong tank destroyer for Russia, but doesn't have a turret. But even though this vehicle doesn't have a fully reversible turret either, but this tank does nearly 1,150 with its standard shells. Yeah, so, okay, I'll just take it. But what's my plan here? Well, I'm planning on trying to defend this cap. This cap is basically in the middle of the map. Well, it is in the middle of the map, it looks like. But we're going to try to defend it as good as we can, even though we don't have the bestest reload. But, you know, there is somebody inside the cap. We do see Object 268, we just got done dogging on that thing, and we do slapped him for, well, half his health, which is a big thing. He's very low in hit points, and I let my team know that I am on my reload. And like I said, these things do have a long reload. It is good to let your team know when you're on your reload, so that way they can either support you if you do have a good teammate that's willing to support your reload and stuff. But once you reload, you're getting another 1,150 alpha. That depends on if you're using your standard shells, and boom, we take that Object 268, I think. Out? Yeah, it wasn't 268? Yeah, it looks like, yeah. Okay, 268. Yeah. Okay. Thank, do you know what you're talking about? Yeah, I do. Do you think I do this for a living? Okay, so we're waiting for our reload. We're popping out, seeing if we see anything, and we do see that light tank driving by, but there's not much we can do for one. He's behind that cement raw wall, which is on the beach, and for two, we were reloading, so now we're fully reloaded. The whole time, oh, not one of these. Oh, okay, good. We took one of those things out. Those things is a pain in the rear. That is the Scimitar, which is a low tier Era 1 burst, I think. And here comes another one. I think he pops smoke when he sees me. He should. He definitely should. But I don't think he noticed that I was reloading, which is a really good thing. He could have rushed me. He could have gotten me down to low health. And now I kind of want to get him gone because a light tank is a very bad thing with this thing. And we are aiming, and boom, headshot. We take out another enemy light tank. And yes, I do notice that there is a light tank kind of behind me, which is the M41A, or is it the A1? It's the M41 Walker Bulldog. Don't know which variant it is. There is so many different vehicles that they brought from World War II to Cold War. And as you can see, I am like looking over the place. thinking, oh, where should I go to? And now we have another unexpected enemy. We have taken near another 1,150 alpha. Yes, I'm just using AP rounds. I'm not dipping into my gold rounds because I know I can pen everything at this era with my AP rounds. If I do struggle with something, I do load the hash rounds, or are they hash rounds? Yeah, I think they are. The burst usually gets their hash. And there's only 3 enemies left. And are we going to get this M41? We do. Bam! Headshot. And again, I do let my team know that we are reloading and we're up to 4 kills already. Around, how much alpha damage is that? 6,000 alpha already. Wow. And already there's 1 enemy tank left, which is a tank destroyer, which is the KPZ-45. Or is it 4? Huh. I think it's the 4, yeah. But there is. He's trying to run. We stop, we're aiming, and boom, a headshot. 5 kills, 7,000 damage. That is a really good game for me there, boys and girls. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you guys did, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.